I genuinely can't really remember a time when I didn't struggle with my mental health. Even when I was a kid, I was constantly preoccupied with insecurity and self-doubt. And I really didn't like myself. I remember this as a child feeling completely useless and invalid, and as if I didn't have a place where I felt like I could actually be myself. When I was 15, my parents went through a really difficult divorce, which made me feel very much like a divided person. I felt as though two parts of me were completely disconnected from each other, and that's something that I still struggle with today. This, coupled with pressure at school from friends and academic work, led me to self-harming continuously for a number of years and contemplating suicide. I attempted to contact CAMS, the NHS Youth Mental Health Service, but found them to be understaffed and overcrowded. So I wasn't actually diagnosed with depression and anxiety until I got to university in my second year, but was disappointed to find that when I did seek help, I was told to take medication, and the counselling programme I was put on had a 3-month waiting list. I strongly feel as though I was not given the treatment I needed because I was not technically an emergency. However, due to the delay in my second year, I definitely became more of an emergency as time went on. I was very lucky to be able to have the means and have a supportive family so that I could seek private counselling, which I'm still in today and which was incredibly beneficial. But my anxiety has been very badly affected by the workload and the pressure of university life and the work. I often feel as though I have very high standards for myself and high standards to live up to, and the university certainly doesn't make this much easier in terms of the pressure that it puts on its students to achieve. So every day is a bit of a struggle living in my own head, I think, especially with anxiety. The kind of constant worrying and the constant need for validation and the constant self-doubt is incredibly difficult to be carrying around. However, the worst part of my experience at university was watching the suffering of my friends. So last year, 4 of my friends attempted suicide, and many more suffer from serious mental health issues. One friend in particular was subject to the university's fitness to study policy, which meant that she was sent home and did not receive any support at all, and it greatly deteriorated her mental state. Another friend was on a waiting list for 5 months, then when they should have been treated as an emergency, leading to a very serious deterioration of their mental health. Another friend ended up in hospital after being misdiagnosed and lost in a system that was not proactive enough. She was unable to pick up the phone and call for help because she was unwell. So this left me feeling completely useless and as if I couldn't help anybody, and I couldn't help myself, and I couldn't do anything. And this, coupled with a really terrible breakup and university work and feeling the worst I'd ever felt in my life, led me to terrible bouts of self-harm and insomnia and just feeling completely hopeless. Last year made me completely miserable. I eventually, when I did turn to a private therapist, I did begin to improve, and I am now on antidepressants, which have helped me. And I'm now in a very healthy relationship, and I have very good friends. So things have improved, but I think it's really important to remember that mental health is a continuous thing, and anxiety still affects me very badly to this day. So it's never something that's completely cured because mental health goes up and down, and I am constantly still trying to figure out when my head is going to go south again.